Hey everybody, it's Jenna Allen with Mental Health Today. I'm sorry about the delay of the videos. I've just been trying to come up with new ideas on what I wanted to do next for my YouTube. So today I'm going to jump a little bit more into the dating side of things because I know that dating nowadays is very, very hard for everybody. So I thought I would do a video on how to protect yourself, kind of how to have a little bit more standards, how to understand dating more, and what we can kind of do in order to accomplish what we want. Because I think it's very important that we all have boundaries, we all have self respect. Like I recently had to get out of something that wasn't working, that wasn't healthy, and I was like, you know what, I'm done, I'm not doing this no more, this isn't working. And it's been hard. Breakups are never easy, let's be real here. They can be very painful, and sometimes it takes some time to grieve, right? And that's okay. And something I have learned about mental health is that you have to allow yourself to feel the pain, you have to allow yourself to grow from it, and the more you cry, the more you let it out, the more you allow yourself to grieve, the more you're gonna move forward. And I cried for like a week straight when it happened, and I'm slowly healing now. I'm still slowly starting to be on my own. And I always struggled with being single. I always was like, I want to be with somebody. And now that I'm 24, I'm like, hey, like, maybe it's time that I be single. And you know what? Being single can be great because, don't get me wrong, like, it's nice having somebody, but it's a lot of work. It's a lot of drama sometimes. Dating is, I'm personally at that point in my life where I'm going back to school probably in November. I'm saving up so I can go get my learners, and I'm going to be, moving probably in a year and a half to 2 years in a condo, and I want to get a puppy, and I have all these goals. And I find that sometimes dating can actually get in the way of those goals, and I think it's at this point in my life, I want to be settled. Like, yeah, obviously I like talking to people and stuff, but like I don't even want a relationship anymore, at least not for a while. And so this video for those, I kind of want to like give you, this is for men and women, I kind of want to give you a little bit of a better perspective, and something I have personally learned, and I want to share this with you today because I think this is really, really important. I want to share a little bit of my story and my recommendation, my honest opinion on dating nowadays, because there's a lot of things that happen behind closed doors that, not a lot of us know about, right? So I think I kind of want to like open those doors a little bit in this video and just like kind of be more open and real about how dating really is. And I kind of want to just throw it out there so you guys can start being more open and honest with yourselves about, what if you're in a relationship. I'm going to give you tips on if you're in a relationship and you're not happy or you're struggling, or if you're single, and then if you're just seeing somebody. So this video is strictly on how to protect yourself and how to get out of something that is toxic, or how to just change your perspective on things and kind of protect yourself. Really, this is what the video is about. So I'm going to start with a relationship. If for all those people that are watching this right now, that are in a relationship, whether you've been with the person for a couple weeks, whether it's been months, whether it's been years, if you have to ask yourself if you're happy, chances are you're not. And I have, in my previous relationship, I always, was in denial. I didn't really want to hear that it was bad. I was really stubborn when my friends would warn me, oh my gosh, like, what are you doing with this guy? And I didn't listen because I'm stubborn and I like to learn the hard way. And guess what I did? I did. And I'm glad in a way I did, because it, like, you got to find your own path, obviously. But sometimes putting yourself through situations isn't worth it. Something I've had to learn. Um, Best advice is listen to your friends. I mean, obviously do what's best for you, but if your friends are telling you and they're trying to protect you, they're usually right. So, obviously, there's definitely a fine line of being a controlling friend and just being protective, but all I'm trying to say is that if you're in a relationship and you don't feel like you see your friends anymore, you don't feel like you get much time with your family, you feel like all you do is hang out with the person, maybe readjust, maybe set some boundaries in your relationship, you know. And if you guys have a decent relationship, but there's like, you know, you don't really exactly feel like you have your own person anymore, set some boundaries. But if you're in a bad relationship where, you know, whether it's you or him and you guys are constantly fighting and you guys are yelling all the time and calling each other names and it's toxic, then get out before it's too late, because statistically 75% of people that are either married or in relationships are unhappy or divorced. Only 25% make it now. So if you are one of those people that are in the 75%, get the hell out. Trust me. It's not worth it. You need to, and I'm talking from experience, like I've always been a way too nice person. I have let guys walk all over me, and friends too. I've had to set boundaries, and it's at that point where it kind of sucks, because it kind of makes you, the more bad relationships you go through, it actually makes you it makes you have more trust issues. If you've ever seen The Backup Plan, you'll know what I'm talking about. You know, J-Lo, she's in her 30s, she owns a pet store or whatever, right? But she just has no luck with men, so she finally says screw it, and she goes and has her own baby, and then she meets the one, right? It's ironic, but I'm just saying that when you go through so many bad relationships, it can make you more insecure, and then that insecurity ends up going onto your next relationship, and it never ends. It's a constant cycle, and that's why I've chosen to be single for like another 2 years, you know, because yeah, it's nice to have the attention, it's nice to have someone, but I mean, honestly, it's not worth going through all of that freaking lack of freedom, all the drama, the work, just to get a little bit of attention. It's not worth it when you can literally just have cuddle buddies and hang out with people and just talk to your friends. I mean, you know, all you really need is friends and your family. You don't really, I mean, yeah, you know, having an amazing marriage and kids, I think that's everyone's goal, is to have a family. But at the end of the day, like, it's never going to happen if you don't be honest about yourself, about where it is you're at in your relationship. So if you are in a relationship and you're not happy, just really, really, really sit down and think about, well, is this really what I want to spend the rest of my life with, right? And if your answer is no, then you know to leave, right? And I know it's a lot easier said than done when you feel stuck or you live with that person, but honestly, once you're out, as much as it's painful at first, it's worth it. And if you are single and you're struggling with dating and you find that, whether it's a woman or a guy, and this video is going out to guys and girls, if a lot of people will ghost you, a lot of people want to use you, or a lot of people are unstable. Honestly, the best advice I have learned with the dating world, like, I'm like, obviously, like, I'm not looking for anything right now, but like, I've talked to people, and most of the people I have talked to have ghosted me, or they're just not very nice. And I'm just like, nope. The second you see a red flag, you cut ties. Don't meet at, like, you know, what I do is, like, I don't give out my personal information. I don't give them my address. I don't let them pick me up at night. I don't let them have any information unless I have talked to them for weeks at a time. And if somebody likes you, they will be patient with you, right? Like, I talk to people, but I'm not looking, because I genuinely don't want a relationship. I want to focus on my career. I want to focus on getting a new place. I want to get my learners. I want to get a cute puppy. Like, I have all these amazing goals. And Honestly, it gets lonely here and there, but it's worth it. It's worth being single, believe me, because honestly, something I've really learned lately is that something I kind of forgot was it's the law of attraction. Like I said in earlier, like months ago when I started this YouTube channel, is like something I've learned from my own mistakes and personal experiences, that it's if you are unstable, you're going to attract unstable people. But if you actually love yourself and you know where you're going, you have goals, you're going to attract those people that are going to want to be in your life. And for me, like, I set boundaries with my friends, with people in my life, because why would I want to be in someone's life if they don't have good intentions with me, right? And I have good intentions with everybody I let in my life. And if they're not the same way, like, whether that's, and this is just like for people in general, right? Like, yeah, when you first get out of a relationship, the memories are going to haunt you and it's going to suck. But, like, honestly, it makes it easier knowing that you don't have to deal with the drama anymore, right? And I want to do a few videos on dating because I feel like it is a big topic and I feel like a lot of people are struggling. And even though couples outside seem happy, not a lot really are anymore, and that's the truth. You don't know what happens behind closed doors. There's many couples that you can see happy outside and be fighting behind closed doors, right? Like, no, I mean, some people just hide it, right? And the truth is, like, you never know somebody's life. You never know what their relationship is. So like I said, if you are somebody that is in a toxic relationship, you should get out before it's too late. And if you are someone that is single, take your time with dating. Don't let guys or women take advantage of you. Set standards for yourself. Be straight up. Be honest. And if they show you a red flag, move on, right? And that's what it comes down to. And that is how to protect yourself, whether you're in a bad relationship or whether you're single. And, you know, like right now, I'm not even making myself available for anybody just because I don't want a relationship. And for the first time in my life, I mean it. I think when I'm ready to settle down, when I'm ready to be a parent, when I'm ready to really be settled, it'll happen. But right now I'm not, you know, and it's actually better to be more settled. Like, you know, once I have a dog, once I have my own place and I have a, you know, maybe a driver's and I have my career, I might be a little more settled and ready for something like that. But right now I'm not. And I think it's all about the law of attraction too. And the more if you're, you know, 29 and you're a woman or man and you're, you know, you got your life sorted out, you got a career, everything's good, you're stable, but you're just missing your partner, then yeah, obviously go look for somebody and, you know, don't be afraid to put yourself out there. But that's not the case for me. I'm 24. I'm still young. And I want to explore my life more. I want to just have a couple years to myself and have fun with my friends and live my life and just be happy. And then, you know, a few years down the road when I'm more ready, then it'll happen. But, you know, all I gotta say is just protect yourself. Do what's best for you. Relationships are not the most important thing in life. Trust me, they're not. But anyways, so that's all I have for you guys today. If you have any more questions, any more advice, please feel free to comment below. I will be doing a little more videos. It's just I'm trying to find these ideas on videos on what would help you guys. So I don't exactly know what my next video is on, so just be patient. But I am trying to make my YouTube more of a priority because I miss doing it. And I'm single again, so like I have more time on my hands. Anyways, but yeah, just hit me up if you guys have any questions. Bye.